Hey, what is going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life, in the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Good afternoon. Happy Monday to you. I hope for a lot of you listening to my voice today that it was payday for you. I hope that it was payday. I hope you got your Celsius payday from the Celsius network today. Wow, what an exciting time to be an early adopter in this new asset class that is a digital asset space. Shiba Inu. What in the wide world? Shiba Inu. Woo! Absolutely unbelievable what is going on over there with that project and network adoption. It's pretty cool. Listen, the market is doing what the market does. We'll go over the numbers as well, but congrats again for those of you that are participating in DeFi. Shout out to you if you were able to get into Avalanche and Avalanche Rush. Shout out to you if you were able to get and take advantage of Solana and now Phantom if you're participating in the DeFi space. You all know that we here at the Crypto Sieges Home are preparing. All our DeFi moves are in preparation for Flare Network, Flare Finance, and all things that launch on the Flare Network platform. Right. So whether that be the NFTs, whether it be 888, what's the other? Well, Gala Games, all things we're launching on Flare Networks. We're really excited what they're looking to bring. So hopefully you guys are participating on Songbird in a small manner, right? Able to wrap and both delegate your Songbird. Shout out to you guys for doing that. I did do it once. And then I think what I did is I got some rewards and I think I wrapped and delegated those rewards as well. So, certainly waiting for the X5 thing to get kind of launched with Flare Finance so we can see what that looks like. And again, we won't chase the game. We'll let the game come to us. So we'll be on that platform on X5. I think it's eventually going to be called Songbird Finance, I believe, something like that. So we'll be able to participate in a small way there, in anticipation and preparation for the bigger launch. Shout out to Mickey B. Fresh and Patty XRP. Could keep doing what you guys are doing. You're making a big time impact on the community. Excited for Flare Networks and all that it will bring in uniting the communities. I think we're just getting started. When I look at what Terra Luna has done and what Solana has done and what Phantom is doing, what Avalanche has done, I get excited because I know that Flare Networks is a different thing. It's a different beast. It's on another level. It really is. Flare Networks is on another level. So Flare Finance probably won't be the only DeFi that hops on Flare Network, but it will be the first. And I think it has a significant advantage. The guys over there are really, really smart, and they want to build out the best DeFi platform they can. And so I'm excited for that. But again, there's going to be NFTs, there's going to be Gala Games, right? So whether it's 888 or this NFT, I think there's another NFT coming as well. So there's a couple of NFT projects. There's at least one gaming project in Gala Games. And there's Flare Finance as well. Spark token, personally, for me in the Crypto Sieges Home, I think it's going to be invaluable, wide, thin, and valuable. So really looking forward to that launching. I don't know what happened there, but in any case, guys, really, really excited to see what is going to go on. We're going to go over the numbers. We're going to talk a little Hester Purse, and we're going to certainly talk about that dude, John Deaton, the pit bull, and what he is doing. I wish I could find the video. I probably can find it if I went to a different part of my channel to find the videos. When I first heard about him doing what he was going to do, I said it was going to be a big time impact. He was going to be a big time impact. This is months and months ago, and that is coming to fruition for sure. So Hester Purse was at the Texas Blockchain Summit. I love the fact that Texas has a blockchain council. I'm just loving it. I just discovered today that Austin has table tennis. Places where you can, I love table tennis. One of my favorite things to do when I was a youngster. Favorite things to do. Turns out they have that here as well. So not only does the Celsius Network have a spot here in Austin, now I got my table tennis thing here too. I'm just totally off the wall excited about that. So guys, let's go over the market because you know the market is doing what the market does. Let me refresh, make sure we get the right. This says 2.44 trillion in the total market cap. Let's see what's going on for the crypto space. Let's see. It's down to 2.43. So it was up to 2.44. Wow. And the total market cap, 2.43 trillion. Just keep creeping up. Bitcoin's at $57,774, actually up 19%, double figures on the 7-day. Ethereum's at $3,555. Cardano's $2.07, 17 cents. Binance Coin's $411. Solana is down double figures at 142. It's about time for that to sideways, right? And maybe some pullback as well. Polkadot, $33. Dogecoin's at 22 cents. Shiba Inu, it's just 30.84 Satoshis. Now it's 30.79 Satoshis. Terra Luna's at $38. And Uniswap's $24.15. Avalanche, $54.76. So got a few of the double figure reds, is interestingly enough. Stellar Lumis, 34.5 cents. I'm really wondering if those, that Bitcoin Cash, EOS, Zcash, let's see, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum Classic, EOS, Zcash, and Dash, with all these new things coming into the space like Solana, Terra Luna, and Phantom, Avalanche, I'm wondering what's going to happen to the OGs. I took a bet on the OGs, and I'm just wondering. I know we still got November. We got all of October left. We still got November and December. But I'm just wondering. I'm wondering what's going to happen. We'll see. Not that those projects are going to go away. It's just, will people put that dirty, nasty fiat into these new up-and-coming things, right? Yeah, that's the challenge. So we'll see. We shall see what happens when the rotation out of Bitcoin happens. We'll see. Where are they going to go? Where's that money going to go? We'll see. So there it is, guys. The market there is doing what the market does. So shout out to Hester Peirce. She spoke at the Texas Blockchain Summit the other day. And I just think this is really, really, really interesting. DAI shared this video. And I just think it's important to kind of get the bigger picture. Look at this question that she asked. This is a commissioner at the SEC. Listen to this. Let me get it.
Are we fighting for investors? Are we fighting for investors, or are we fighting for jurisdiction?
Are we fighting for investors at the SEC, or are we fighting for jurisdiction? Ryan Selkes of Masari said this maybe a month ago, and I covered it on channel, and I shared that tweet that Gary Gensler has some other things in mind, and it is not investor protection. It is not investor protection. Let's take a listen to another thing she has to say.
What the public thinks, but it really doesn't matter what I think or what my fellow regulators think. What matters, and I think this is really important, is what you think, what the public thinks, what the people want. Regulators easily forget that, but our directives should be coming from the people up, not from the regulator down. And so I hope that we will really work on building a sensible regulatory framework.
What do you think? And this is certainly a video. These videos from Hester Peirce, her time at the Texas Blockchain Summit should be all on Twitter. You want to definitely tag your Congress people for sure, because it's hugely important. And remember, what you do matters. What you do definitely matters. I'm trying to figure out where I can find the individual clips or just her segment of the Texas Blockchain Summit. If anybody knows where this live feed, if it's on YouTube somewhere, can you please let me know, because I'd like to be able to kind of get this out. It's hugely important to get her portion of this summit out, and people are paying attention to what she has to say. It should be, like she says, this should be coming. the regulators should be listening to what the people want. And I applaud her for having the courage to do her own thing and think her own way. I saw a tweet, and I think I do have this tweet, where someone was saying that Gary Gensler was running his staff to the ground. I wish I could find it. Let me see if I do have it. But it was really, really interesting. He's running his people into the ground. Oh, here it is. It's from Charles Gasparino. Breaking. Gary Gensler, I don't know what that's supposed to be. Ruling SEC staff with long hours, vast agenda. Vast agenda finds himself in an odd place for progressive. Crosshairs of SEC union that could soon push back. Staffers claim that Chairman Gary Gensler is using them to burnish his resume and become U.S. Treasury Secretary. This is exactly what Ryan Selke said, and I covered on this channel. That this is about making his mark. This is about his political agenda and his ascension thereof into the political space. And now this is coming from Charles Gasparino. Gonna make remember, he's not gonna make a statement like that. He's with Fox Business. He's not gonna make that statement like that. Staffers claim Gensler is using them to burnish his resume and become U.S. Treasury Secretary. I'm going to tweet something out here. I'm going to tweet this out. It's never been about investor protection. Never with Gary Gensler. Like a spell. See? Never. Hashtag Gary Gensler is not your friend. Again, I covered this a month or so ago, and I tweeted this out as well. You can go check out my tweets. And it's never been about that. It's always been about his own, Gary Gensler's own personal agenda, his own personal political agenda. Always. Always. Sad. Sad, sad, sad. Now let's go to some more positive stuff. This collusion and the ETH gate and Ethereum free pass is so disheartening. It really is. And it's especially so for me because the people involved, in other words, the crypto people, whether that be quote unquote Lubin and Vitalik Buterin, this crypto was supposed to be about a level playing field. It was supposed to be about decentralized autonomous organizations. It's supposed to be about decentralization. It was about taking back our ability to choose our own money. And you see the likes of Lubin coming together with the likes of JP Morgan. JP Morgan. Ugh. So that is sad. But let's go to something that I just think is phenomenal. I think I have John Deaton's tweets here. Let's go check this out. That dude, John Deaton, is something. Let's see if I can find his tweets. I think I have it here. I looked through it early this morning before I headed off to the gym. Here it is right here. These are the facts, and they are not in dispute. They are not in dispute. March 23rd of 2017, Clayton agrees to recuse himself from voting on any matter related to his law firm's clients, which is Sullivan and Cromwell. On November of 2017, Lubin ConsenSys announced the Brooklyn project. December 2017, Henman has a meeting with Lubin. And I always point this out. I think it's hugely important to get this. Henman's at the SEC, right? I want you to understand something. XRP and the XRP ledger were created before the ETH and the Ethereum blockchain. Before that, without an ICO. How is it that Henman and Clayton are doing something with Lubin, Ethereum, and ConsenSys? How is that? Is it perhaps because one crypto decided to play ball with them? If you understand what I'm saying. And one said, no, this is decentralization. We're about creating a level playing field. We don't want to come to some behind the doors agreement to have us win at the detriment of the rest of the crypto space. That's what this looks like with Lubin. We'll win, but to the detriment of any other crypto project that comes, the one XRP that came before them, and all the others that come after them. We're good. We don't care. That's the shame of it all. And that is the shame of it all. Of course, Wall Street, they're notorious for these kind of deals. Of course, JP Morgan and their stupid quorum interbank settlement. Of course, they would do it. Of course, these, quote unquote insiders of attorneys and lawyers and firms. But we thought crypto and the crypto space was going to be different. We thought it was going to be, again, about a level playing field and not falling prey to the nasty games of Wall Street. December 14, 2017, Matt Corva of ConsenSys, along with lawyers from Sullivan and Cromwell, Clayton's clients, state that they are building an alliance. They are building an alliance. Let me say it again. They are building an alliance with the SEC, Joe Lubin's ConsenSys, an alliance. Do you think, is anyone that's listening to my voice think are naive enough to think that they were not smelling the money? January 25th of 2018, Clayton meets with Andreessen and Horowitz and instructs them to put together a group and write up a memo. Clayton instructs them to put together a group and write up a memo. Perkins Coie, a member of the Ethereum Alliance, Ethereum Enterprise Alliance, leads this group of Ether investors. March 12th of 2018, Brad Garlinghouse speaks publicly about Ripple using XRP to replace SWIFT. March 26th of 2018, Perkins Coie sends him of the memo and safe harbor proposal. Sends this to Henman. The only crypto in this safe harbor proposal mentioned was Ethereum. And this is going out to the SEC. March 20th, 2018, Ether investors meet secretly with Henman, the investors. This is why Masari said, let me share this Masari thing with you guys. Well, I can't show it yet. I'll share it with you after this. This is why Masari in 2018, when it was asked, said that the whole decentralized thing was a sham. This is 2018. Based upon what he knew was going on. Things like this. Law firms, VC people that hire law firms, sending information to the SEC, sending their proposal. And the regulators that are supposed to be looking out for us decided to look out merely for themselves. Ether investors meet secretly with someone from a freaking public government agency. With Hinman asking for a regulatory free pass from the SEC. A free pass. April 19, 2018, the meeting is leaked, and Nathaniel Popper reports Ether investors seek a non-security designation from the SEC. Let me say that again. In April, the secret meeting was leaked. April 23rd of 2018, 4 days later, Gary Gensler comments that Ripple, ETH, and crypto need more regulatory clarity. Probably while he was at MIT. The same day, SEC meets again with Lubin and ConsenSys. Next month, May 10th, a couple of weeks later, actually, May 10th of 2018, on Liz Clayman's show, Charlie Gasparino reports the Brooklyn Project and ConsenSys, along with Joseph Lubin, are working closely with regulators to create a regulatory body being sanctioned by the SEC. This is in 2018. The Brooklyn Project later, I guess, the Brooklyn Project attempts to correct Gasparino's report. Gasparino, Charles Gasparino of Fox Business, rebukes this attempt and tweets out he knows what he was told by Andrew Keys about the SEC. May 12, 2018, Lubin says he is making great stride with regulators. May 24th, Lubin claims he can issue tokens in ways detailed in Hinman's speech, which hasn't even yet happened. In June of 2018, Novagrass, who is buds with Joe Lubin, says he will bet dimes to donuts the SEC will declare present-day Ether not a security. The speech is 9 days away. Novagrass publicly, I saw the video, said he would bet dime to donuts that the SEC will declare present day. How does he know? The speech hasn't even happened yet. The speech is still 9 days away. How is it that Novagrass knows? This does not make for a level playing field. When a group of people come together and take a brilliant idea and make it their own for their own pockets, to deepen their own pockets. And again, in a lot of ways, not completely, but in a lot of ways, I feel for this young dude, Vitalik Buterin, young kid, hooks up with Joseph Lubin. Anyhow, Novagrass also predicts the SEC will soon pick a token and go after it. Novagrass said that. Where is that token? this soon go after it. The speech was attached to 63 emails. The Hinman speech, I guess, attached to 63 emails. Novogratz publicly saying he'll bet dime to donuts that the present day Ether will be determined to not be a security. How would he know that? June 8th, 2018, 3 days later, ConsenSys, but before the Hinman speech, ConsenSys meets with the SEC again. And Lubin says the market needs the SEC to scare certain projects away. June 13th, 2018, a memo analyzing whether XRP is a security is passed among SEC staff. To this day, the SEC refuses to turn it over because it is likely inconclusive that XRP is a security. To this day, refuse to turn that over. June 14th of 2018, the Hinman speech, which declares putting aside the fundraising, quote unquote, in the Hinman speech, putting aside the fundraising. They didn't put aside the fundraising for EOS. They didn't put aside the fundraising for Telegram when Telegram tried to come up with their token. They didn't put aside any kind of fundraising that Ken or Kick may have done. Like it's mind-boggling to me that the crypto space as a whole is not offended by this. And probably it's because a good portion of the crypto projects are built on the Ethereum blockchain. So where's decentralization? Where's that mantra? Where's this level playing field that the crypto space proposes, that likes to talk about? Hinman's speech, June 14th of 2018, Hinman's speech, which declares putting aside the fundraising of Ethereum's ICO, Ether is not a security. Let's just disregard the ICO. Yet come after the digital asset XRP, the company Ripple, and the CEO and chairman, who never had an ICO, who never had an ICO. After Lubin appears on the same stage, claiming he wasn't able to read through Bill's entire speech and asked if Hinman spoke about XRP at all. Because remember, the whole deal is they need to go after a particular token. Remember in an earlier tweet I read, they have to go after a certain token. So he was surprised that XRP wasn't mentioned. The moderator responds that XRP wasn't mentioned, and Lubin replies, that's interesting, because he was expecting something. June 26, 2018, Brad Garlinghouse notes Coinbase announced it was listing, it should have been XRP 2 days before the speech. I believe that should have been XRP, but he's got ETC. I think that's supposed to be XRP. June 26, 2018. Yeah, that's right. Brad Garlinghouse knows Coinbase announced it was listing should have been XRP there. I don't know, we get ETC, but maybe I'm wrong about that. Let me see something. Okay. Lubin tells June 26th of 2018, Lubin tells the Domino he believes Ripple XRP is massively overvalued. Why? Why is he making a comment? I thought this was just a decentralized level playing field. Why is he saying that? He believes that XRP is massively overvalued. July 6, 2018, Lubin says, I drove lots of the legal work. I drove it. We got a piece of paper in our pocket before we actually launched to token sale. That is a quote, unquote. I drove lots of the legal work. We have a piece of paper in our pocket before we actually launched the token sale. Before we launched the token sale. Ether held an ICO in 2014. In August 19, 2018, Lubin praises the SEC and claims it has given pretty high quality clarity. To this day, in 2021, Joseph Lubin is the only person, both in the crypto space and out of the crypto space, that's paying attention to the crypto space. Joseph Lubin is the only person who says that the SEC has given clarity to this space. To this day, you don't even hear Vitalik Buterin saying that. You don't hear the people from Bitcoin saying it. Lubin is the only one, the only dude who says that. Not even the commissioner at the SEC, Hester Peirce, says this. To this day, he's the only one. And this is in 2018, pretty high quality clarity. Well, if you got a current commissioner who was there in 2018, who is today saying we still don't have any clarity, how could we have higher quality clarity in 2018? Only Joe Lubin thinks so. Lubin adds that Clayton indicated they wouldn't be grandfathering anybody in, and that the security law issues are pretty close to resolved. In parentheses, of course, contrasts Lubin's claim with Hester Peirce's criticism regarding the lack of clarity back in 2018 that still exists today. September of 2018, Lubin warns of a reckoning coming, quote, unquote, from the SEC. Lubin, a crypto dude, CEO, ConsenSys, he is telling the world that a reckoning is coming from the SEC. How is it for quote unquote certain projects? How does Joseph Lubin know this? September 2018, September 26. Gary Gensler describes XRP as a currency in the banking sector at MIT, said this. October 15th of 2018, Lubin says he escaped Ethereum being an unregistered security by creating a reality through words. October 2018, Nancy Woltjes, who participated in a secret meeting in March with the SEC, disagrees with Hinman that Ether is sufficiently decentralized to not be a security. Wendy Moore, Perkins Co. adds, this, then why isn't Ripple? Wendy Moore said this of Perkins Co. Adds, then why isn't Ripple not a security? The XRP ledger is arguably more decentralized than Ether. I don't know if this is John Deaton saying that or if this is her saying that. But she did ask the question, then why isn't Ripple not a security? January 19, 2018, January 19, 2019 now. Lubin says, we are big friends and fans of the SEC. Again, tell me another person. Is Brian Armstrong arguably the most successful crypto company of Coinbase in the digital asset space? Does he say we are big friends and fans of the SEC? Nope, but Joe Lubin says so. He says the SEC has introduced a new construct called decentralization. The SEC introduced the construct of decentralization. Oh my God, into their thinking. Introduce a new construct called decentralization into their thinking, and Bitcoin and Ether aren't securities. And he states that they have not said that same about other tokens like XRP. Again, calling out XRP. Again, calling out XRP. Joseph Lubin. And I understand Joe Lubin got to Twitter today or late last night. I'm going to cover that too. Lubin claims to know the SEC is not going to find any tokens other than Bitcoin and Ether to be decentralized. How is it that he knows this? Dropping Hinman's name as his source for information. Again, Ripple, the company. Let me put it this way. XRP, the digital asset, XRP ledger, created before Ether, created before the Ethereum blockchain. Ripple, the company, Vitalik sleeping in the office and on the sofa from the people at Ripple before Ethereum even ever was created, in the conversations when they're talking about smart contracts and the capability thereof. That is a fact. Coinbase and its lawyers. Well, let me do this first. So Lubin claims to know the SEC is not going to find any tokens other than Bitcoin and Ether to be decentralized, dropping Hinman's name as his source for information. So someone at the SEC who's supposed to provide investor protection is giving in the ongoings and talks and discussions with the people from ConsenSys and Joe Lubin. January of 2019, Coinbase meets with the SEC and informs them that they have run XRP through the securities framework. Coinbase and its lawyers conclude XRP is not a security and inform the SEC. Coinbase go to the SEC, inform them that it plans to list XRP, but just like Gary Gensler says, just come down and talk to us. Just come talk to us. Tell us what you're thinking. This is what he says. The door is open. So they go down there, they tell them that their plan, they come to the conclusion it's not a security. They're there. This is the this is the Securities and Exchange Commission. Coinbase is saying, look, we've done our due diligence with our lawyers. We don't believe XRP is a security. We want to talk to you about it. Cisco, we don't make any mistakes. And inform the SEC it plans to list XRP, but wants to make sure it's not running afoul of the United States security law. The SEC does not state it believes XRP to be a security on February 28 of 2019. The XRP investigation by the SEC was done in terms of internal investigation. They're going to look through it and scrutinize and all this other kind of crap. That was done in 2018. Sent out to the staff of the SEC. Coinbase comes in 2019. So that other thing was ETC, Ethereum Classic. So it was right. The SEC comes to the Coinbase comes to them in 2019, February 2019, and tells them their plans and their due diligence. They don't correct them. They don't say no, no, no. They don't say, look, we don't want you to get yourself in trouble. They don't tell them that. The SEC does not state it believes XRP is security. And on February 28, 2019, Coinbase lists XRP for trading. June 2019, Ripple buys 9% stake in MoneyGram with the SEC's full knowledge that Ripple will transfer XRP to MoneyGram for cross-border payments. Alex Holmes just said on CoinDesk TV a week ago that they were trading XRP. MoneyGram, money transfer business, United States regulatory company, regulated company. The SEC says nada about it. Nothing. June 2019, Ripple buys 9% stake of MoneyGram with the SEC's full knowledge that Ripple will transfer XRP to MoneyGram for cross-border payments, and that MoneyGram will likely sell that XRP in the secondary market to XRP holders with no connection to Ripple. September 2019, Nancy Walsh just again admits most of Hinman's speech was lifted from the investors' proposal. And meetings that we had, led by Andreessen and Horowitz, Perky's Co. and Perky's Co. She admits it. September 15th, 3 days later of 2019, Lubin admits that at the launch, we needed to put out something that we knew was not scalable. August 25th to 28th of 2020 now, about a year later, ConsenSys acquires Quorum, and Lubin says his Quorum's acquisitions offering is an interbank information network that's similar to what SWIFT does, and adds that ConsenSys supports JP Morgan's own stablecoin, JPM coin, a direct competitor to Ripple and XRP. I'm reading all of this from John Deaton's tweet. October 6, 2020, Lubin admits he has a regulatory advantage. He admits that he has a regulatory advantage and claims Bitcoin and Ethereum arrived before regulators were paying attention. Wow. And we were fortunate enough to frame our token as a utility token. He says all altcoins are spectacularly disadvantaged. So this dude is admitting that he was not about a level playing field. He was not about the centralization. He was about Ethereum, and everything else could figure it out. We didn't care about a level playing field and let the best project win, let the best technology win. Nope. He says all altcoins. I'm just wondering, where's the rest of the crypto space? Why isn't the rest of the crypto space up in arms about this? He says all altcoins are spectacularly disadvantaged when compared to ETH. October of 2020, One River bets $1 billion. One River bets $1 billion on Bitcoin and Ether. And One River, as I believe, where Hinman was and now currently is. I think that's where he got that $15 million was from One River. November of 2020, Vitalik states, we are getting rid of the network's proof of work mechanism to replace it with one entirely based on proof of stake, and admits it's still a leap that people have to take. December 22nd, 2020, walking out of the SEC, Jay Clayton votes for and directs the case against Ripple, his client's competitor, claiming all XRP sales of the last 7.5 years constitute investment contracts with Ripple, including all secondary market sales with no connection to Ripple. Just think of it. Wow. Clayton goes to One River to push Bitcoin and Ether. Oh, okay. Clayton goes to One River. So, wow. So, you see it? At the SEC, Hinman collected $15 million from his law firm, a board member of the EEA, Ethereum Enterprise Alliance, and is now a partner at Andreessen $2.2 billion crypto fund company, the same investors who helped write the speech. These are the facts, and they are not in dispute. There it is, guys. Sad, sad, sad. Let me share this tweet because I said Selke said something, right? Ryan Selke, CEO of Masario, right? Let me see if I can find that. Because he was asked about these, I believe it was decentralization. Let's see here. And by the way, he's never been a big fan of XRP, just to let you know. So he is not. Here it is right here. August 9th of 2018, 2 months after the Ethereum free pass, Ryan Selke's founder and CEO of Masari. He is not directly naming Ethereum, but remember, the Ethereum free pass was not just for Ethereum. The Ethereum free pass was not just for Ethereum, it's for every project on Ethereum. It gave them a token factory. It gave them a token factory. Everything being on Ethereum, all the ETH gas fees and all of that stuff to them, not just the miners. Just think about this, Ethereum Enterprise Alliance. You got people from Andreessen Horowitz and their law firms drafting stuff and getting it to Hinman at the SEC. You got Clayton directing these groups to come together and put a memo up. Listen to this. He's asked this question. Great question.
Like, what are the things that bother you the most or disturb you the most about like what's going on in the crypto space today?
We claim that it's decentralized and equitable, and it's all about the technology, and that's all bullshit. Just cover to cover. It's just not true. Most of these tokens that are being sold are being, held by the same syndicate of investors. It gets them, early access.
Is being held by the same syndicate of investors. The same syndicate of investors. Listen to the rest of this.
To all the deals, because it's probably not decentralized. They're getting massive discounts. So by the time the retail investors actually have an opportunity to purchase these, very often they're buying it a 10 or 20 or 50x multiple of what the insiders are paying.
Sad. And again, Ripple, the company, did not do an ICO. The digital asset XRP was created before Ripple, the company. The XRP ledger created before Ripple, the company. There was no ICO. So no discounts and special treatment and special favors for these VC firms like Andreessen and Horowitz.
And these things are trading publicly with massive information asymmetries, where the investors, even when they are liquid, right, even when they're trading on exchanges, like the insiders of the projects, the investors that have gotten in early, they just have a different level of access to information than anyone else that's buying through Binance or Bitfinex or even Coinbase or Gemini.
That is exactly. I don't know what other thing he could be talking about other than Ethereum. Well, certainly Ethereum would be in that conversation because of what they did, what was done, this ICO, these meetings at the SEC, these meeting with VC firms and lawyers of these VC firms. This is what happened. This is what took place. And we should all be disgusted by it. And fully 100% looking to just retweet, tag your local congressperson to look into this. I would take that John Deaton tweet, the first one, retweet that, just and tag your local congressperson. As soon as I'm done here, it's exactly what I'm going to do. Wow, it's just yuck. Crypto Eddie tweeted in reference to John Deaton's tweet, a facts-only timeline tweet. And trust me, she's not going to state such unless it is. A facts-only timeline tweet. See all 25 in the thread. I just read them all to you. Up to December 2020, when Clayton decided to file a lawsuit, walking out the door. It says this proves the corruption, collusion, greedy, dirty truth about how the company Ripple and the decentralized digital asset XRP have been attacked. Those involved thought they could move undetected. Wrong. Now let me go here. Let me see here. Because apparently Joseph Lubin got in on this tweet. Let me see. Let's see, from John Deaton. See if I got the updated version. Let me see here. Because BK covered it early, and I believe maybe it was just Joe Lubin tweeted something out. Let me do this. And BK responded to that. Because him and the people in his camp, they know what's going on. Let me try it another way. All right. Because this is important. I think it's important to find this. Just bear with me 1 second, because this is a really important. Because Joseph Lubin, I believe he responded to John Deaton's tweet. Yeah, I got it. Let me see if I can find it. Patty XRP. Okay, so here's the need to layer in. John, this is from Jimmy Valley. Need to layer in 1, Perkins Coie moving XRP transactions to Poloniex connection to Circle, Goldman Sachs, and 3, Grayscale XRP buy-sell activities. The picture is clear. The corruption is deep. So I can't find the Lubin thing, but Joseph Lubin tweeted something, and BK responded to it. and I can't find it. I wish I could find it, but I can't find it here. Maybe I'll find it on the next one. But it was very, 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 very telling. Let's see. Hold on a second.
Joined the class action lawsuit. Excuse me.
Let's see here.
I highly recommend that you do so. There is no downside, no matter where you live. You should join it. You can put in the comments you want to remain anonymous if that's something that you want to do. Your information will not be shared. So I really highly encourage anybody to do that. No downside to that. But this is a level set. I want to move through this very quickly. The crypto asset mentioned in the safe harbor is Ether, oddly enough, which hasn't yet happened. June 5th, 2018, Novogratz.
I'm gonna go to the part where he covers Lubin's thing.
Created in a secret to what Swift does and adds that consensus support. This is why we cannot stop, and it isn't to tear them down.
So here is Lubin's thing here. Came out September the 9th. Joseph Lubin, we see these moments of revelation. When someone brings the tablets down the mountain, when someone brings the tablets down the mountain, and there is something profound and beautiful there, and then everyone starts to bicker about what the correct interpretation is. We are in that moment now. BK said, oh, okay, digital Moses. I think the only thing we are trying to interpret in the moment we are in right now is how did you, Joe Lubin, get a free pass on Ethereum? Oh, and what was that piece of paper in your pocket? I don't think he'll be publicly discussing any of that. I'm certain that the lawyers have already advised him not to do so. That's why he's coming out with these cryptic tweets. In any case, guys, there it is. Sorry for going so long, but I did want to share that. And again, we should be upset. The space as a whole should be upset. What about all these other projects? They should be upset. What about the Arbitrums of the world and the Phantoms of the world and Solanas of the world and the Avalanches of the world? There hasn't been clarity for your project and what you're building. Still in the crosshairs of the SEC. Still in the crosshairs of the SEC. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to end this video like I do all my videos and remind you guys of this, that old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and I are already winning. Have a great rest of the day, guys. I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.